Hi, I'm Regan Roselle. I'm with Schulte Industries, and we're in Yorkton, Saskatchewan with the Flaman group of companies. We're going to be talking about the Schulte Soilstar 360. This is a 36-foot disc harrow. So the Soilstar 360 differs from a heavy harrow in several ways. The general purpose for this piece of equipment is to take the performance of a traditional heavy harrow and bring it right up into the start of a speed tiller. And we do that by using a double coulter design to cut that excessive straw residue that we're dealing with these days. So we're going to talk a little bit about the design features of the Soilstar 360. We're going to start here with our double coulter design here in our discs. We're using a unique special built 4-inch bent shank on a 4-bolt hub system. This is a service-free hub and can be rebuildable. We're using an 18-inch 8-wave disc in 7.2 inches spacing. This double coulter row actuates independently from the main frame. So what that means is you have a choice between lowering the discs and raising the disc all the way out. We also have a 5-bar harrow system. These are 5/8 harrows by 26 inches, and they have a reinforced tip for longevity. So if you choose to use just the 5-bar harrow, you can raise the disc out of the way and use it as a regular heavy harrow. This machine can be used both in dry and wet conditions. And one of the best features of the Soilstar models is you're able to get out very first thing in the morning and start your day in the field to get that field work done and get it ready for the winter. You don't have to wait for a sunny day. You don't have to wait for those extreme dry conditions. This machine works in all crop types, from cereal crops to pulse crops, and it has been doing a fantastic job for our producers out there. The disc we have on here is an 8-wave today. We also have a second option for a 18-inch 13-wave disc. The major differences between those two discs is going to be the profile and the amount of dirt that's going to be agitated while using it in the field. Our main frame is built extremely robust and heavy for the simple purpose to add that weight to increase our cutting pressure and increase the effectiveness of our discs in the job that they do in the field. The vantage point from the tractor cab, you'll see that we have an indicator 1 through 4. That's in reference to the angle that the tines are operating in the field. They have an angle from 35 degrees to 90 degrees. So that gives you the ability to be very aggressive with this machine, using both the discs in the field or not, and changing the tine angle hydraulically with this machine to choose the type of finish you want to choose for the field conditions at that time. You can see our locking mechanism is a very robust locking mechanism. Where other heavy harrows use a cable type design, they have a tendency to cause a few problems over time. This locks in nice and tight. We have safety locks to make sure that it doesn't come uncoupled while in the field, and it's been a very, very good system. We've included a couple of creature features here for our operators. We know that not everybody has the same guy operating their equipment out there, so we've color coded our hydraulic couplings, and we've got a decal system here allowing you to understand where the hydraulic couples go onto the tractor. You need 4 hydraulic remotes to run this machine. We also have a nice placard showing you how to fold and unfold this machine while going from field to transport and back again. One of the nicest features with the Soilstar Disc Harrow is the ability to choose between using your discs in the field or raising them up and just using the 5-bar harrow. We have a single point adjustment here that we can use to set a minimum disc height. So in sensitive conditions, when you don't want the disc to go all the way down, you can set a point for your liking in the field based on what you see for a field finish. So the difference between the Soilstar 360 and the Soilstar 600 is weight and size. Both do exactly the same job in the field with exactly the same results. This is a 36-foot model in the 360, and the DHX-600 is a 60-foot model. The average horsepower to utilize the Soilstar 360 is approximately 280 to 300 horsepower, which translates into approximately 8 horsepower per foot. That same rule applies for the DHX-600, which would mean a 480 to 500 horsepower range tractor would utilize the equipment very nicely. The Schulte Soilstar has answered a lot of questions for producers over the last 2 years. We've had some very difficult field conditions. The straw buildup in the fields continues to grow as crops and yields have increased. The Soilstar will allow you to break down that residue, mix it in the soil very evenly in the fall. It is a great tool to follow the combine post-harvest. And in the spring, this tool can be used for that extra warmth to get everything rolling a little bit sooner in the spring to warm up the soil. And also what it does is it promotes the weed seed germination, which will translate into a better burn-off program when you approach the spraying season. The Schulte Soilstar Disc Harrows are the ultimate straw residue management tool. Come and have a look at one today at the Flaman Group of Companies.